Okay, folks, this is going to be the last video on my part for Operation Juno. I just got word from my opponents that they don't see a path to victory, and they think that they're going to lay down their arms and surrender. Uh, so I want to thank both my ally, um, Jabshire, and my opponents, Commander Ironside and um, the Chaplain, for such a stimulating and interesting game. Uh, there's some stuff on the board. I was setting up the Commonwealth turn, but I just want to go around the board and have a look at sort of what the situation was. Um, Even with an early sea lion threat, England managed to hold and was in pretty good shape to maybe start doing some additional damage in turn 8. There was a bit of a stalemate, I think, in Normandy and France. I don't think we were going to take France, but I don't think they were going to take back Normandy. In turn 8, Germany potentially could have gotten rid of that navy in Sea Zone 110, but to what effect, I don't know. Italy was actually also fairly safe. Even if I tried to attack, I didn't really have, I mean, he obviously has another turn to reinforce it, and I don't think that that would have happened, although obviously with the UK I probably would have spread out a little bit more and taken a little more income, but that really wouldn't have done much. I was very pleased that we were able to keep as much of the Mideast as we did. I was very, very aggressive with the UK, making sure that Japan just couldn't get in there and do much. And of course, we made him turn around quite a bit with Calcutta. My opponent, my ally, did a fantastic job with Russia, aided, I think, by an unforced error, I think, when he accidentally left his 2 heavy bombers in eastern Poland, and the Russians were able to kill them. But yeah, held Moscow, made it so that Stalingrad was never in any kind of danger at all. I mean, obviously in turn 8, turn 7, turn 8, I mean, I guess Italy could have come in here. They could have taken a little bit more, but again, Moscow was safe. And indeed, actually, unless he tried to wipe out Archangel, we actually had a shot at getting Leningrad back, although I think he probably could have fairly easily defended that. In the Pacific, my partner did a really, really interesting job with the Americans. That fleet was a major thorn in the side of the Japanese for the whole game, basically, and we made, I think, probably the key move. He made the key move in the last bit by killing that carrier here, because basically what that meant was what they were going to try and do, I'm assuming, is try and take Hawaii. But with the 2 blockers up, in order to break that blockade, you would need 6 ships, and he only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The carrier that was destroyed would have given him 6, and he would have been able to break the blockade and try and take Honolulu. In the group chat, they were talking about they probably could have got the island point. They probably could have got Juno. But those were things that the Americans could take back, I think, fairly easily. They thought they might be able to hold the island point, depending on what we did. But I was going to take back Borneo with the Commonwealth to get rid of one of their islands. But they could have taken Midway, Wake, and the Aleutians, which and we couldn't. Well, I suppose we could have taken. No, Sumatra doesn't count, does it? The Philippines we never would have got back. But I mean, one of those we could have probably got back. So and I mean, also one of the other big unforced errors that we were able to capitalize on, I think, was we managed to destroy 2 factories. I shouldn't say we, who's my ally, managed to destroy 2 Japanese factories, one in Kiangsu and one in Kwai Chau. along with sort of forcing him to place a factory in Kwangtung, which he ended up not being able to use because we took it and were able actually to produce out of it for a bit. But anyway, I just want to say that this was a really, really extraordinarily well played game on both sides. As I said, we were, you know, touch and go the whole way, even with those errors. We were, we were just in awe at how well our opponents were able to push us and how hard they were able to push us. I can't believe we won the game and lost Calcutta, because that was one of the other things that, we thought we might be able to get that back with the American fleet, but he reinforced it so well. Chaplain, I know, I've seen his videos before, has played Japan a number of times in these games and is very, very good at it. That was an absolute masterclass in how to move your ground units into position to take Calcutta. And he didn't even use transports to do it. It was all sort of planes on the ground, all of that kind of stuff. We never actually did find out. I should ask him in the group chat. We never found out what Japan's tech was. It never got into the game. So I'm not really sure exactly what it was that he was researching, but I will ask him in the group chat and see what the story was there. But anyway, the game was one of the best games of Axis and Allies I think I've ever played, and I was very happy to be able to play with these guys. I've watched their videos for a long time, and I felt very privileged and honored to be able to play with them. They're very good. And this was a really incredibly challenging game. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope to be involved in another game with these guys down the road, because it was an extraordinarily fun experience. So thanks a lot, and signing off from the bar in Ontario, Canada, I'm Sergeant Mercy.